Hi friends! Today let's dive into Tangled. Rapunzel's powers are pretty cool. I mean, she can make people young again, she can heal wounds, she can bring people back to life. Wait, could Rapunzel be immortal? We know Rapunzel's powers come from the magic flower. The flower had been around for centuries without wilting or dying, which is pretty unusual for a flower. So this means its magic must have been keeping it alive.
This woman, Mother Gothel, hoarded its healing power and used it to keep herself young for hundreds of years.
The flower was one day made into a soup that the pregnant dying queen drank, and she was immediately better. Then little Rapunzel was born with magic hair that had the same properties as the flower did.
Flower, gleam and glow. Let your power shine.
This means that the flower's power, flower power, was now in Rapunzel, so the power or the magic can't actually die. Rapunzel's power acts through her hair, but it's not actually limited to her hair. When Flynn/Eugene cuts her hair off and then dies and makes me cry like a baby, Rapunzel still manages to bring him back with one of her tears.
What once was mine.
So Rapunzel's magic isn't in her hair, it's actually a part of her. Which leads me back to my original question. Could Rapunzel be immortal? We never actually see Rapunzel get injured throughout the movie, so it's hard to know how her powers would work on her. Would she need to sing to activate them? Would her powers just automatically activate by themselves and heal her? Either way, we can be pretty sure that she would be healed. Even if she were unconscious, someone else could just sing the song to her to heal her. As we know, Rapunzel herself doesn't need to sing the song to activate her magic. The song just needs to be sung for her powers to start working.
Flower, gleam and glow.
And if her healing powers work at all time, then surely her rejuvenating and her bring people back from the dead powers could work at all time too. This means that no matter how old Rapunzel gets, she can always just revert back to a younger version of herself. As for immortality, if her healing powers worked automatically without there needing to be a song, she would never die. Her wounds would never get bad enough for her to die from them. And if it's the case that someone does need to sing the song, as soon as someone starts singing, she would start healing, and therefore she would be brought back from the dead like Flynn was.
Rapunzel?
In both cases, we know that the magic wouldn't die. We saw it with the flower. It got uprooted and turned into a soup and consumed, and the magic didn't die, it just transferred itself onto a different host. The advantages of these powers wouldn't be limited to just Rapunzel. She could make anyone in her family or her friends live for, well, forever. Much like Mother Gothel had been using the flower for centuries, Rapunzel could make sure that all her loved ones stay with her as long as she wants. The only way Rapunzel could truly die is if her magic was transferred onto something or someone else. For example, it's possible that if Rapunzel were to get pregnant, she would lose all her magic, but her baby would have gained the magic. Or maybe the magic doesn't transfer fully onto the baby, and both Rapunzel and her child only end up with half the amount of powers, so they're no longer able to bring people back from the dead, but they can still heal minor injuries.
Save what has been lost. Bring back what once was mine. What once was mine.
Would you like to be immortal and live forever? Please tell me in the comment section down below. I want to thank my friend Jen for giving me the idea for this theory.
Thank you.
If you want to see the previous video that I've done, you can click here. And if you want to watch a video all about Flynn Rider, you can click here. Please make sure to like if you enjoyed this video, and I hope you consider subscribing. Until next time, happy bubbles!